What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap. Baby, how we feeling? Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what the heck I'm talking about, Laker Nation. That's what we capable of. We capable of taking out the trash. Shout out Sacramento for the easy dub. It wasn't easy, but the Lakers shot lights out, man. That's what I've been waiting on, yo. Super hyped, super stoked. We're going to talk about the performances. Everybody was sensational tonight, as they needed to be. Told you guys, we needed Kuz and Dennis to step up, and sure enough, they came through. We called it in the pregame. Absolutely phenomenal. Now we got the LA Flippers coming up, or should I say the San Diego Flippers coming up on Sunday. I hope we save some of this for that day, because if we play like this, we could beat anybody. I'm telling you, man. But, oh my God, man. What a game by the Lakers. We completely end-to-end outclassed the Sacramento Queens, 115-94. Shout out to Kuz for the 30-piece nugget. I'm not impressed. I know he could do it. I've been telling y'all, man. I mean, it was an impressive game, don't get me wrong, but what I've been telling you about my boy Kuz, anytime he has an opportunity, the man shows out. So shout out to Kuz for the 30-piece nugget. And let's not forget about Dennis. He was phenomenal tonight. I called him out. He came out and balled, man. 17 points, 8 assists, 4 steals, and he did a phenomenal job. The whole team did a phenomenal job on De'Aaron Fox, man. Absolutely. My man De'Aaron was killing, and we held him to 12 points. Phenomenal. Defense wins championships. Remember that, Laker Nation. 14 for Markieff. We shot lights out. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope actually came back from the dead tonight. He chipped in with 13. That's huge, man. Shout out KCP. And what about them poster dunks, man? What about my boy, Caruso Carabati? THT, the traded one. The one that the ignorant fans wanted to give away. He looked super solid tonight with 15-piece nugget. And he caught a body, a sick-ass body. He caught one, man. He said, where the Kuz haters at now? Where they at, for real? I don't see them. I definitely don't see them. Y'all see the jersey, right? I wore the jersey tonight, and he went off. Y'all see the jersey, man. We've been here. Kyle Kuzma, man, we've been here. There's a reason why I've been a fan. This kid is an X factor. When we have injuries, he steps up and drops 20 easy. Tonight he had 30, man. That ain't nothing but a G thing. I'm telling y'all right now, man, this is the capability of the team. And here was the difference, all right? Normally we struggle in the half-court sets. For one, let's be realistic. The Sacramento Kings don't play defense. They're led by Luke Walton, of all people. Luke Walton, he's a JV coach. I don't know how he made it to the NBA. That's number one. Number two, the Lakers executed in the half court. We pushed the pace. We had a sense of urgency tonight. We actually took care of the basketball. We did everything we needed to do. Shout out to the Lakers for that. The coaching staff had them prepared. They came out from the moment the ball tipped off, and it was a wrap. We played excellent defense. We limited turnovers, executed in the half court for once, man. Shout out Lakers, bro. I'm so happy. I'm going to be able to sleep like a baby these next couple of nights till we face that other fake LA team, man. I'm looking forward to it, though. My man, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the donation. He said, Dan, my man, I love the way our entire squad played tonight. He said, up next, the damn strippers. He said, let's get it, Lake Show. Absolutely. You know what? We've been piling up the trash, right? We lost to the Clippers last time. It was opening night ring ceremony. Now it's time to take out the garbage, man. Time to take out the garbage. Let's go get these strippers for real. And I got to say this. They've upgraded, right? They added DeMarcus. They added Rondo. We're missing Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and potentially even Drummond. But you know what? If we play with an intensity, we will have a shot, man. We will have a shot. That's the way the cookie crumbles. At the end of the day, it's still basketball. If Orlando could pull up and get a victory against the Clippers, who we smacked the other night, then we could pull up and get a victory. So let's come out here and show some heart. If we come with the same sense of urgency, we continue to play smart, we shoot the lights out, we're going to have a chance. We're probably going to beat the Clippers if we play like this. But hopefully we save some, because, man, nothing would make me happier than to beat that team. But I'm going to save that for the pregame on Sunday, man. Let's get back to this game. The shooting was phenomenal. People have been saying we needed to trade for shooters. I think we just need to activate. We got the shooters right here. They just got to fire it with confidence. In the last two games, in the first quarter versus the Bucks, we shot lights out. And tonight, we sustained that level of shooting, man. That is what's up. Steven Scott, he said, hey, Dan, did you on the stat line when KCP is scoring 12 plus, they're 25-6? Yes. Yeah, I did see that, Steven. This is why I've been clamoring for some production from the shooting guard position. He gave us 13 tonight. And look, dub. And by the way, he played great tonight. He played great. Everybody did, to be honest with you. Nobody really had any bad game per se. You know, I'm proud of the whole team. They came out here on the road and took care of business before we go up against the Clippers. So impressive. Again, the stat line, super impressive. Kuz, man, he shot lights out. He was 11 for 18, 30 points. All right, my man had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, killed it. Markieff Morris with his 14 and 8 rebounds, shot lights out as well. We had KCP, man. KCP 4 for 11, but he started off great the first half and he slowed down, but that's all we needed. Dennis Schroeder was just as impressive as Kuzma to me. Forget the numbers. His defense was phenomenal on De'Aaron Fox. Like I said, the team held him to 12 points. So 17, 8 assists, 4 steals for Dennis. And then we had 8 for Alex Caruso, who plays some solid defense as well. And let's not forget he caught that body. And then 15 for my guy, THT. That's what I'm going to call him now, just to annoy those people that were annoying me about Kyle Lowry. The traded one. The one they gave up on. I told you, what are you doing? Y'all acting like he's a toy in a Happy Meal, like a throw-in. No, not for 35-year-old Kyle Lowry. Come on, man. Y'all trying to trade young 20-year-old star talent for a 35-year-old mummy. Stop it. He's not LeBron James. He's not timeless. You know, especially LeBron fans, man. Y'all was tripping. Oh, we're not on anybody else's timeline, Dan. LeBron's 36. Yeah, but why you want to get him a 35-year-old mummy? Like, stop it, man. We needed the young talent. Again, put the production together. These guys that you were going to trade away will give you more combined than that one player in Kyle Lowry. You got to be smart about these trades. You can't get ripped off. The Human Torch. I like that, Tamara. Absolutely. That's a cool nickname, by the way. THT is a special talent. I've been trying to tell him, Art, but they say he's not that good because he had a couple of bad games. People are super fair weather, man. We as a Laker fan base have to learn to be more patient with young talent. All right. Thank God there was no Twitter in the Kobe rookie years because people would have traded him times a million. Thank God there was no Twitter for the Andrew Bynum years because he was raw. His first 3 years, he was very raw, but the potential was there. The Lakers held on to him, even though, remember, there was a very controversial trade that didn't happen, and it was the Jason Kidd trade, right? They offered us Jason Kidd from the New Jersey Nets, who was still an all-star point guard at the time, for a package that was centered around Andrew Bynum. Lakers said no. Laker fans were mad, but there was no Twitter. There was no trolling. So, you know, the Lakers, they weathered the storm, and guess what? It paid off. Nobody said nothing when Andrew Bynum panned out. That's why we got to stay patient. Kyle Kuzma, I've been telling y'all for years, this kid was special. If he was on his own team, he'd be averaging over 20. People don't believe me? All right. Look what happens when players get injured. Kuzma steps up, man. He was huge for us tonight. He's been huge for us, really. I don't think he's had a bad game since LeBron went down. I think every game he's been over 20, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he had one. I forgot. But bottom line, crazy, man. Crazy what the kid is capable of. The only thing is he buys into his role. Denver Nuggets, he said, sup, DTLF. I enjoyed that victory by your Lakers. Shout out to Kuzma. He said, love you, bro. I hope Kyle Kuzma remains a Laker for life. Will be something special. He's still young. Give him time, Laker Nation. Absolutely, bro. We locked him up. He's going to be here, man. His mom follows me on Twitter. Shout out to Carrie. Absolutely phenomenal person. I follow her as well. And Kuzma, man, he's making the city proud. But those of us day ones, we knew it. We knew it from the moment we laid eyes on Kuz, you know. It's almost when you first go on a date and you see that girl and she just has that beautiful smile. And you just know she has something special about her. From the moment when we drafted Kuzma, we saw that fire. We saw what he was capable of. Laker Nation just knew. The real ones, the real Laker fans, we knew the kid was going to be around for a while. And look, from the whole young core, he's the only one that remains. So he was the most hated one by some ignorant fans, and he's the one that ended up being the only one we kept. And a key piece to the championship runs. So shout out to Kuz, man. He weathered the storm, and he made it. Sabotage Studio said, couldn't watch the game due to work. Great win, go Lakers, and thanks for listening to my track on my channel. Absolutely, bro. Go check him out, by the way. He dropped the track. It's pretty funny, man. Pretty funny. He said, pause, bro. No, I'm not comparing Kuz to a girl. I'm just saying Laker Nation knew it, man. Like from the moment you first lay eyes on your girl. Don't get it twisted. He said, pause. Heck no, man. Unpause. He said, Dan, any update on Wes? Looked like he hurt his neck. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Unfortunately, you know, Wes, we lose another trooper, man. Another one goes down, and it's unfortunate. Let me update the timeline. I'll let you know if I hear anything on Wesley Matthews. Hopefully, he'll be back sooner rather than later. We can't afford another loss. He was actually playing good before he got injured tonight. So if I hear anything, I'll let you know. Gasol played really well tonight. He did, but there was some times where he was giving up rebounds. It wasn't boxing out, and I was like, oh, man, we're really missing Andre Drummond tonight, even though we've never really had him, but we could sure use him tonight. But I do see a more motivated Mark. I don't think he liked it very much that he got replaced without further notice. And so, you know, it's a good thing, man. Competition is good. Top shot at 10. Appreciate you, bro. He said, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Man, I hate losing my guys, our guys, bro. Absolutely. It's unfortunate, man. It's tough. I was upset. I tweeted it out. I was like, man, we can't afford to lose another one. But the Lakers came through, man. The young pieces stepped up tonight. Besides CP3, I'm surely glad we never traded for all-star caliber guards. He said, Kobe's voice and mentality made those around him dogs. Forever our GOAT. And here's the thing. That wasn't going to be a good trade because I think in that package they were asking for Bynum. They're asking for a pick and Lamar Odom. That's way too much for a guy that wasn't really or he was at the probably last year or two of his prime. So we would have gutted the roster. Our depth would have been pretty bad. I mean, it would have been fun to see Jason Kidd and Kobe, but it was much funner to win with Andrew Bynum those couple of years, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes front offices have to make the unpopular move, but it's the right move. And this was clear, man. This was clearly the right move. Trade deadline, nobody really wanted Kyle Lowry except some LeBron fans because they heard his name come up in trade rumors. They see the rest of the league making moves and they panicked. Real Laker fans don't panic. You know, we always wait for our moment. We know we're not liked around the league, so trades aren't very likely around trade deadline. Most of our trades are made in the offseason. That's just genuinely how it goes because we're not liked. What happened when we tried to trade for AD a half season before the offseason, right? They were trying to ask for way too much. No deal was made. Same thing happened again this trade deadline. They wanted all that in a bag of chips for Kyle Lowry, who's averaging, what, 15, 16 points? You know, we get that production out of Dennis by himself. Let alone if KCP comes to life. You saw what he did tonight. Let alone if THC ever reaches up to his potential. Slap yourself if you wanted that trade. I told you guys, don't. Thank God you guys don't run the NBA team. Whoever wanted that trade, man, needs to get a check for reals. My man said the Chris Paul trade showed me how afraid of the league people was of Kobe Bryant. Oh, yeah, man. They always feared him because he was a GOAT, man. He was out here dominating everybody night in and night out. So, you know, RIP to my GOAT, KB24. But in reality, man, is this organization has always been hated on. Check this out. Remember what I told you guys when we landed Andre Drummond? That I wouldn't be surprised if the league tried to install some sort of rule during the next collective bargaining agreement, right? To try to prevent big market teams from acquiring. Only because we acquired Drummond. They weren't saying nothing when Blake Griffin and LaMarcus got added, right? But the very next day after I say this, what happens? We hear the report that in the next CBA, guess what they're going to try to do? They're going to try to eliminate teams like us from acquiring talent, which isn't fair. Every move they've done during every single CBA is to prevent the Lakers from winning championships, but they can't stop greatness. Eventually, we come up again, you know. It's just the way it goes. That's why they have the collective tax where small markets make money. Like it's almost like we donate to small markets. They just keep crying, but they're billionaires. So I don't know what they want. Like it doesn't make sense. If you're not building a contender, you're over here tanking, trying to win the lottery and trying to, you know, hit the grand slam with a LeBron James type player. How do you expect current stars to want to be on your team? They don't want to lose, right? So all they want to really do is take away the option from the player. And I hope that the players union doesn't accept anything stupid, man, because they're going to regret it later. I hope that they oppose it, man. He said the NBA owners listen to you, Dan. I doubt that. I know the way they operate, man. Throughout the history of time, let's go back. Let's go back to basketball reasons. Come on, man. This man couldn't even give a reason to why he blocked the trade. So I'm not even going to go back. You know, the man is dead. I'm going to let him rest in peace. But I'm just saying, like, since then, I could tell the league hated us. Like, it's crazy. Mike J, what's up, bro? He said, Dan, if Dennis leaves, what can we do at that point? I mean, we got to try to recruit other free agents. There's not much we can do. I'm not sure how the cap works. Again, if Dennis leaves, I've heard scenarios where we won't have enough cap. But then, see, that doesn't make sense to me because we used the cap space from Danny Green to acquire Dennis. And so I expect that to be an expiring contract. So that cap should become available. We're not hard capped, last I checked. But again, I'm not a salary cap expert. So you're talking to the wrong guy when it comes to salary cap. Well, we'll come upon that topic as we approach the offseason. For now, man, we should be focused on this year because, look, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. For one, the fans are coming back. That's right, Staples Center. Get your tickets ready because April 15th officially versus the Boston Celtics will be the first official time that fans are let back into Staples Center in a long time. So hopefully, if you guys can afford it, if you guys are season ticket holders, congratulations. It's going to be a blast. You guys are making history. First fans back after a year plus hiatus. So that's huge, man. Shout out Kevin King. What's up, bro? And then secondly, now that they're going to have fans back, it looks like there's going to be fans around the playoffs. So that might actually matter now. Now we want to make sure that we're a top 4 seed. Maybe that's why the Lakers came out with a sense of urgency. Before, there was really no sense of urgency, right? Because like LeBron said, don't matter where I'm at. If I'm coming to your house for a 7-game series, you're in trouble. So that mentality still applies. However, now I think they're going to take it just a little bit more serious and play that much more harder because home court advantage might actually matter come playoff time. What do you guys think of that? My man Kevin King said, cruise control, absolutely phenomenal, bro. We've known it for years, though, man. I'm never surprised. I was live. I was at the game. You guys saw my vlog. I was at the game when my man dropped 38 points or something like that, 34 or 35, something like that, in 3 quarters. So I've always known what the kid is capable of. It's just people forget, man. They tend to have short-term memory loss. Hey, what's up, Nigel? Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. He said, damn, I wish I still lived in the States. Bro, it's going to be lit. I personally won't be able to go to a Laker game till the tickets go back down to a reasonable price. But shout out to those who can, man. Those of you ballers out there, hey, I salute you, man. Y'all get to experience it firsthand. Say, hey, Dan, great needed win tonight. Blue, we did it, bro. This is how I want the Lakers to play. This is why I be hard on them. This is why I be harping and complaining about their bad tendencies and their sloppy play and their, bad body language that they had versus Milwaukee, because they're capable of actually competing every single night. We're deeper than what we've shown. It's just, I do blame the coaching staff as well. They don't get their players as prepared because they're so used to just handing the keys over to LeBron and AD and letting them go to work, man. Who are your finals candidates, Dan? It's probably going to be Brooklyn and the Lakers, but I would love it if somebody upsets Brooklyn because super duper stupid teams like that don't deserve to be in the finals. Kings are a joke, period. I mean, we're not arguing that. Any team that has Luke Walton as a head coach is going to be a joke. And I don't even hate Luke Walton. I just hated what he did with the young core. So I've witnessed it firsthand. And what I tell you guys, as long as we got Luke Walton, we're going to struggle. As soon as we got a new head coach, yes, he might not be a genius in the X's and O's, but defensively, he's miles and miles away from Luke Walton. That's why I don't like that comparison when people get mad at him. They say, oh, he's another Luke Walton. No, our coach is actually defensive-minded, which actually helps win championships. Luke Walton is not offensive or defensive or any offensive-minded. He offends me that he's an NBA coach, because there's so many people out there that actually deserve an opportunity to coach a franchise that don't get it. But I think there's a lot of biasness that goes down in the NBA. You guys know what I'm talking about. Mark Jackson, he never gets the credit he deserved. He's the real reason Golden State built the winning culture. But of course not. Mark Jackson's getting blackballed all the time, and he should definitely deserve an NBA job, but he doesn't get one. Why is that? Maybe because, the 2 idiots up in Golden State owners put in word so that, that nobody picks him up. I'm telling you, it's all about politics. Look what happened to this guy, man. Look what happened to this guy who's in Houston. I forgot his name. Somebody hooked me up with the name because I always forget. This man was an assistant coach for years. We're talking about 8-9 years. And the first job he inherits is the Houston Rockets, who everybody knew was falling apart. I told you guys after we won the championship, if I'm Houston, I'm trading James Harden. It's not really a winner. Get maximum value in return. Everybody could see, anybody should have seen this coming. They were never going to win with James Harden. Kobe Bryant called it. What did Kobe say? Silas, thank you. Paul Silas, or is it Steven Silas? Steven Silas. This guy's actually a solid coach. He just doesn't have the tools, man. They gave him a rebuilding franchise. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to take the fall, and then they're going to hire probably somebody who's not a minority to come in and get all the credit, just like they did Steve Kerr. Again, Luke Walton already got 2 job opportunities. Meanwhile, Mark Jackson can't get a job. Steven Silas, it took him 8 to 9 years, and he got garbage. He inherited. So you see what I mean? Like, it's just not fair, man. We need more minority coaches in the NBA. It's not even a race thing at this point. It's an opportunity thing. But there needs to be more opportunity in the NBA, right? I mean, look at the Mexican head coach, the one from Charlotte. He's doing a solid job. Sure, there was criticism about him not starting LaMelo, but maybe it made him hungrier. Maybe that was a strategy on his part, and it worked because he looked like the rookie of the year. So at the end of the day, we need more minorities to have opportunities at the very least, and decent opportunities, not what they did to Mark Jackson. Just they used them up, man, and they threw him away. And then guess who came in and won a championship year 1? How convenient. Steve Kerr, who I think is very overrated as well. Lake Show, he said, our Lakers won and our Dodgers won. Yes, shout out to the Dodgers, first win of the year. Congrats, man. We botched opening night, but it's all good. Ring ceremony night, all gravy. He said, great day for our city. By the way, Dan, did you hear about the cat that ran on the baseball field? No, I did not. I did see something was trending about a cat, but I didn't. Again, I was watching a Laker game, so I wasn't paying attention. But I'll check it out. My man said James Borrego shows he was a good coach. I was hard on him, but he has built a great culture with the Hornets. That's what I'm saying, man. We just have to give every culture an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? There's genius white coaches, Caucasian coaches out there that I love. Let's not start with the greatest coach of all time, in my opinion, Phil Jackson. So this is not really a race issue. It's more of an opportunity issue. We need to give opportunities to coaches that deserve opportunities and not coaches that don't deserve opportunities like Luke. Really, like I don't even know how he walked into the NBA. Is it because he was Bill Walton's son? Like, we need to stop doing this favoritism BS and give real opportunities where there needs to be opportunities. LA, what about Dre? Draymond, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping he comes back real soon, man. I'm hoping he comes back real soon because you know what? I saw deficiencies tonight, even with this big loss, that if he was in there, Kevin King, yeah, absolutely. Women too, absolutely, man. That's why I say it includes all groups. Anybody who deserves opportunity, regardless of gender, ethnicity, anything. Just, you're right. Becky Hammon is a genius, by the way. I think she has a bright future as a head coach in this league. So I'm looking forward to it, man. She's going to make history. Imagine the first female coach in the NBA leads their team to the finals. How great would that be? Not against my Lakers, but against anybody else, I wouldn't mind it at all. I agree with Steve Kerr. Yeah, I've always thought he was overrated. I mean, you can really see how overrated he is when Steph Curry's out of the lineup and he loses by 50. That's when you got to use your coaching card, man. You're supposed to be this championship coach that led the Warriors to the finals in year 1 and won a championship, right? No, wrong. The talent, the groundwork was laid out. He took all the credit. I'm not happy about that. Dan, how many games do you think the Nets and the Lakers go? That could be a 7-game series easily because they're stacked. But it's going to depend on LeBron and AD. If they come out here like Kong versus Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? LeBron and AD, Kong and Godzilla, there's nobody stopping them, man. Too big, too strong. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like the robots. They're going to get – I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I'm just saying. Yo, if they come out here, it's going to be crazy. If they come out here dominating, nobody can stop them. Look, I look at our mismatch opportunities. I look at the opportunities. Who do they have in the paint that's going to stop AD, LeBron, and Drummond? Nobody. Maybe they go off with James Harden, Kyrie, and KD, but guess what? I'll take efficiency over lucky crossover dribble shots and flopping that probably is not going to work in the finals. I still think we have the edge, but we have to play really smart, and our role players are going to really factor into who wins the finals if we match up. It could end up being Lakers, somebody else, right? It could be Philly if they come back healthy. I did justice. I caught myself there, man. I don't know why I assumed everybody's seen the movie. I caught myself. Woo! That was close. I'm just too excited, guys. He said, this team held Fox to 12 points. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. We're very capable of being an elite defensive team. Imagine when AD, Drummond, and LeBron all come back. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare for your favorite team. If it's not the Lakers, it's going to be a nightmare. That's why they scared, man. Look, when we win, nobody comes into my comment section. Only real diehard Laker fans. But the haters, they don't come. But guess what? When we lose, they try to kick us when we down. They over here flooding the comment section. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious to see the hypocrisy from these haters. They're truly scared. And this is proof. I don't see one hater in the comment section right now. Normally, there'd be about 4 or 5 of them at the same time, just out here just enjoying themselves a little too much. Our defense is going to be crazy when they're healthy. Vogel is a very good defensive coach. Yes, he doesn't get enough credit for that. When he struggles offensively, I call him out on it, but I also give him credit. I'm not one of these people that says, cut the coach. Bro won a championship. He bought himself 3 to 4 years. Guaranteed, A coach that just helped win the championship is not going to get cut the very next year. It doesn't work that way. That's why I keep telling people, don't hold your breath. I think the Bucks or Sixers is going to the championship against the Lakers. Frederick, I hope you're right, bro. Because I don't mind seeing Brooklyn. I want to see the best of the best. But I'd really enjoy myself if they get eliminated. Second or third round, I'm going to be laughing my ass off. But they could very well be the Clippers of the East. You just never know. Everybody that didn't know basketball, that just looks at analytics, they don't really understand basketball. They were calling the Clippers finalist. What did I tell them? Nope. I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it. Yo, Dan, I really want the Lakers versus Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, but let's be realistic. Dippers ain't going to get out of the second round. I don't care who we face as long as we're in the finals, baby. The Clippers aren't important to me. They're not really a rivalry. People that call us a rivalry are confused. A rivalry would be if we met several times in the playoffs and we beat each other. Some years us, some years them. We're a domination. That's why they call us Laker Nation, because we are in total domination. They say they run LA. I haven't seen one part of LA they run, not even Skid Row. Even I've been to Skid Row and helped feed the homeless, and I've seen homeless people there wearing Laker jerseys, man. Shout out to them, man. By the way, there's a lot of homelessness out there, guys, right now. If you guys can help somebody, man, absolutely do not hesitate to help somebody, because it can make the world of a difference, one person at a time. But seriously, did you guys see what happened in Echo Park? They cleared everybody out of the park, man. This pandemic is atrocious what it's done to a lot of people. Can't even afford to pay the rent. So prayers up for those people, man. And no way or form are we going to, look down upon them. But I'm telling you guys this. Even the people in Skid Row, I've been there. And they're wearing Laker gear. I've seen it. Even old school Laker gear that was donated doesn't matter. They're Laker fans, all right? They're people too like us. So there's not one part of LA that the Clippers run. That's a delusion. That's a delusion, man. That's a delusion. They say they run LA. Nah, run from LA, because we don't want you here. Get the heck out of Dodge while you still can. You know what I mean? But they're out here buying Inglewood, trying to destroy our history, man. When they bought the Forum, that just boiled me. That really boiled my skin. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want the Clippers anywhere near our history. Build an underground tunnel and build your stadium down there. Maybe the Roaches will attend. Maybe you might sell out then. I don't know. But not up here, man. LA, Laker town for life. I'm still irritated. I can't believe that the Forum sold to that idiot Steve Ballmer. I'm still pissed off. Lake Show, he said, Dan, this is the third time I donated because everything you preach is music to my ears. You're exactly one of the biggest Laker fans I look up to. Oh, man, that means a lot, brother. Thank you so much for the support, man. God bless you, man. You don't have to look up to me, though, man. We're equals, my brother. I'm blessed enough to have this platform, and, you guys keep blessing me. So thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. For reals. You guys are too kind. He said, my Knicks run New York, not the Nets. I agree, Mike. Absolutely. You guys have the only history in New York. Even if Brooklyn wins this watered-down championship ring that they're trying to win, which they won't, because we'll be right there. We're going to be like Mutombo in the paint. No. Just wait, bro. Wait till the Lakers make it. We got you guys. We got New York, bro. We got your back. We're not going to allow these Brooklyn rats, to get up there and just think they're going to get some free lunch. You know what I'm saying? Carlissa, I appreciate you. You are a Laker through and through. I appreciate you, man. You guys are too kind to me, for reals. Much love. Laker Nation, the best nation. He said, when I think of the Clippers, I think about, oh my goodness, that was gonna be an epic comment, and I just lost it. My bad, Kevin. I got you though. I got you, man. Let me scroll up right quick. Oh, let me scroll down. Man, I lost it, Kevin. I had it. What do you think of when you think of the Clippers, man? Let's see. Kevin King says, when I think of the Clippers, I think about San Diego and the Buffalo Braves. Man, you know what I think of when I think of the Clippers? Toenail clippers, man. You know why? Because when I'm done clipping my toenails, right before I go into the shower, I put those toenail clippers away for the next couple of weeks till they grow out again. Basically, those toenail clippers are irrelevant. They only serve one purpose, and that's to clip my toenails. That's the same thing I think of when I think of the clippers, man. They're like toenail clippers. They're irrelevant. They're in the back end. They're in the back drawer. Put them away. Nobody wants to see them. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's what I think of, man. San Diego's too nice for the Clippers. San Diego will probably come out here and they'll probably, I don't know, man. They'll probably rage. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably rage if they got the Clippers. You know, they'd be so upset, they'd probably start burning buildings and stuff. God forbid it. No, don't send the Clippers over there. I think really there's only one place for the Clippers, man. One place where they will get true appreciation. There's only one place. That's the G League. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the Clippers turn into like a development program, right? That would be nice. You know, they can develop players for the Lakers and actually be relevant in LA. Imagine actually a relevant Clipper team. Like, wow, that's unheard of, man. So that would be awesome. He said, what do you think about K-Cock? I like him over Costas. I like him. He plays really hard, but he's just not meant for this team. We already got too many undersized players, and he doesn't really bring any skill set that we don't have. Like, he's a decent rebounder. He has a high motor, but we have Trez who has a higher motor. We have Trez who's better at scoring in the paint. You know? Like, we have better options that are 6'8" and below. So for those reasons, I think I would rather give that roster spot to somebody else. I was really disappointed when we let go of Zach Norvell. I'm shocked he's not in the league somewhere. But we had a nice talent in Zach. He was actually balling. And we cut him in favor of Devontae Kaycock, who we're not using at all. So the Tijuana Clippers, no manches, bro. They don't even want him over there. Shout out to Tijuana, man. Shout out to Rosarito. He said, I'm glad Coach Bogo finally gave McKinney some run. That's true, Kevin. Yo, Vogel, he's starting to finally flex his depth, but he only does it because of injuries. I just wish he did it when everybody was healthy. That would be dope, right? Because that kid McKinney's solid. He has some solid minutes. Cancel the strippers, bring back the Supersonics. Oh, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. My guy's really making it rain today. Thank you so much, bro. You're the best. Jameson, he said, the Celtics are true rival. The Clippers are the little brother. Nah, man. They're not the little brother, man. Clippers aren't the little brother. We don't know the Clippers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for the donation, Jameson. The Clippers, they're clowns, man. They're like the clown at Circus that you walk by. Nobody looks at them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really likes clowns. And it's not even their fault. You know what I'm saying? They're just clowns. There's nothing they can do. They were born to be clowns, to perform in the circus. But the NBA, this is real life, man. This ain't a circus. So, you know, that's why the Clippers are irrelevant. They're clowns. Go back to Buffalo. She said, I'm late. Hey, better late than never. What's up, Raquel? What up? What up? Happy birthday to Raquel, by the way, coming up on Tuesday. Want to wish her a very happy birthday. Enjoy yourself. One of the better Laker fans that I know on Twitter for sure. So shout out to her. I got tickets for the Lakers versus Chippers. I'll be watching them live. Bro, that's what's up, man. Congratulations. Enjoy yourself, bro. And make sure you boo the hell out of Kawhi. Let him know why he made that mistake, man. He said, hey, Dan, I heard Lance Stevenson is attempting an NBA comeback. He said he has been working out in New York. Maybe we should give him a 10-day. What do you think? Well, the eligibility for players to sign that 10-day contract, I think is pretty much up because On the 8th of April will be the last day we can actually sign somebody permanently for the rest of the season, and they can be eligible for the playoffs. So for those reasons, I'll pass on any 10-day contracts. Whoever we sign, we have to make sure that that's going to be the player, the 15th and final roster spot. By the way, I expect Rapelinka to wait till the final day to make his decision to see who becomes available. He's a shark like that. He's just out here swimming in the waters, and that's what he's gonna do. Hey, shout out to Raquel, man. Thank you so much. She said, just supporting you. Happy Lakers won. Our boy Kuz balled. Yes, the homegirl has been with Kuzma as well as I have, as well as many of you have. And it's a beautiful thing to see that our faith is being repaid. You know what I'm saying? We knew what the kid was going to be. So thank you so much for the donation, Raquel. You're the best. And absolutely, like Kuzma is a glue type of guy. He's kind of like in a lesser scale. I'm sorry, in a higher scale, he's kind of like the Rick Fox of the team, right? Rick Fox used to do the dirty work. He was a way more talented player than he showed, but he would do the dirty work and just played his role on the Lakers. That's the same way Kuzma is. Of course, Kuzma's more offensively gifted, way more offensively gifted, but he takes a backseat to LeBron, AD, and whoever coach asks him to take a backseat to. But this is really, I love watching Kuz because this is what he's capable of. If he was on one of them lottery teams, he'd probably be averaging 23 and 7. That's how good he is. It's just, I hate the fact that people have taken him for granted. I'm glad that she doesn't, as well as a lot of you guys don't. But I'd have to say the majority of the fan base took him for granted up until this year, which I'm glad at least we put an end to that nonsense, because that was BS, man. Literally, I had to apologize to his mama many times because I've seen some things people were writing that I was just like, oh, man, she don't deserve this. Nobody deserves to have their son disrespected like that. So shout out to you for believing in him, Raquel. You've been a real one, day one. And again, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy yourself Tuesday. Absolutely, man. She's awesome. Clement, what's up, bro? Thank you so much, man. He said Vogel says he takes some blame for KCP's recent struggles because he hadn't talked to him about being more aggressive to score with Bron and AD out. Well, I seriously doubt that. I think coach is just sticking out his neck for his player, and as a result, winning some major confidence points for his player as well. Look, man, if you have to tell KCP to activate when coach is out, when players are out, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. You must be a robot or something. If he, anybody could tell he needed to step up. So I am happy that coach is out here showing love to KCP and sticking his neck out for him. But at the same time, we're not going to buy that. Let's be real. He's just been off all year, and he finally showed up for one game. I'm going to give him his credit, but he better show up for the next game as well, because we're going up against the Flippers, man. Got to make sure he's balling. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the donation. That was scary to see Wesley Matthews down for a while. Yes, unfortunately, we lose another trooper, man. It's been a tough year, but the Lakers are doing an excellent job weathering the storm. I think we're still in the 4th place in the West, right? I think after tonight. So we're holding on to that position, man. And that's all we can ask for with all these injuries. Any other team, if the Clippers had Paul George and Kawhi and Serge Ibaka out, they probably would have been at the lottery team by now. So shout out to the Lakers, man. They've won 3 out of their last 4. That's something people don't talk about. And yes, all 3 of those games were winnable, but you still got to go out here and win. Just ask the Clippers who lost to Orlando, right? I'm being super petty, I know, about the Clippers, but y'all brought it up, man. Y'all bring out a demon in me every time y'all bring up the Clippers. He said, Cup balled out. He said, we got to play from SG, AC, and THT also. We got production from all of them tonight. If we can get more production from all of them consistently, we're a deeper team than we've been showing, Kevin King. I 110% agree with you. Now, the interesting thing, though, about this Laker team is that every night, I don't know if you guys have noticed, is somebody else. The other night, it was Montrezl Harrell. Tonight, it was KCP. I'm sorry, not KCP, Kuzma. Some nights, it's Dennis Schroeder. But when they combine and we get like 3 or 4 of those good performances, we're hard to beat with or without LeBron and AD. So if the Lakers could just play with this intensity they did tonight and have this sense of urgency, because I saw a sense of urgency. They weren't waiting every single possession for the shot clock to expire and then throwing up some BS, which is usually what we do in the half-court sets. We were actually out here running our plays, getting on transition with a sense of urgency, playing defense, very active, moving without the basketball, doing the little things. They add up, and that's what got us the win. Of course, it helps that it's the Sacramento Queens, but at the end of the day, you still have to come out here, man. Harrison Barnes was acting like he was Kevin Durant tonight. He was out here, just dropping buckets. So any given night, any given player can come out here and just do work. So credit again, it was huge for the Lakers to keep De'Aaron Fox off the lane. I think that was the key to the game, because if he starts penetrating, now he has us on our heels all game long. Now they're getting shooters wide open. Now they're getting layups. All kinds of bad rotations start happening defensively. So again, the major credit goes to my dogs for playing defense tonight. LBJ23, appreciate you, bro. He said, Kuz playing good. Win today, go Lakers. Go back. Somebody go back and give me the stats, man. I need a stats guy. Somebody go give me these stats. But I'm not sure if Kuz has even had a bad game since LeBron went out. Like, even when he didn't score 20 points, I think he had like 10 rebounds or something like that. I think he had like 16 and 10. So my guy Kuz has been stepping up, and I told you guys he would. That's who he is. He's really a second or third option on a team. He may not be as good as a first option, but he's really a second or third option on a team who just decided to buy into a role because we're so stacked. He so happens to be the fourth or fifth best player any given night. So again, kudos to him, man. It takes a lot to sacrifice that ego, put it on the back burner for the betterment of the team. That's what I always love about him. Jameson, he said, Dan, I know you mentioned this in pregame. How nice is it going to be to have actual fans there for the Laker games? Bro, it's going to be magical. I wish I can afford a ticket right now, but I know that first wave of tickets are going to be out of this world, probably in the thousands. You know what I'm saying? Even if I could afford it, I probably wouldn't, because I got to invest my money smartly. But, I mean, if you got that money to blow, go for it, man. That's going to be amazing. I mean, I can only imagine what it will feel like to go to Staples Center, game 1 versus the Boston Celtics, an actual rival, right? And I know Raquel's going to be happy because she's a big fan of Jason Tatum. So, whoever is there is going to be blessed, because there's some real talent going to grace the court that night. And imagine just being there to witness the first game back in over a year, and it's Boston versus LA. Couldn't have scripted it better myself. And it's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. He said, Dan, Kuzma had 30 points with 4 threes. I'm not even surprised. I tell you guys, man, this is what we expect from the kid. We expect it because he has a talent. It's just sometimes coaches have to give these players a green light. That's it. If he has a green light and he's aggressive, it's over, guys. It's over for the league, because think about it. We're actually deeper than people thought. Drummond, we're going to have Anthony Davis, LeBron, Kuz, Trez, Dennis Schroeder, Alex Caruso. These are all major rotation pieces. Wesley Matthews when he's playing good. KCP when he's playing good. I know I'm missing plenty. THT, he showed up tonight. So that's 10 deep already. And I know I missed some players along the way. Oh, Markieff Morris, that's 11, right? He's another guy you might be able to count on in the playoffs. He was big time last year. So that's 11 deep already. Marc Gasol, who's a veteran, and he's played a lot better since losing that starting role. I'll tell you that. It did him a lot of good. So shout out to Mark for stepping up. I'm looking forward to him having consistent minutes off the bench. So that's 12 deep right there, right off the top. So we're actually super deep. I think everybody's disrespecting us because we kind of slid a little bit since the injuries, but we're going to be just fine. And that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys all for the donations, man. You guys are the best for real. Much love, Laker Nation. Enjoy this victory. I know you guys are going to be able to sleep better Friday night and Saturday night, knowing, that we don't play till Sunday and the Lakers just came off of a victory. So feels good, guys. Get back on a winning track. Lakers still holding position, jockeying for position in the West. But again, guys are coming back slowly but surely. We hope to have Andre Drummond back, but I'll see you guys right here for that pregame live stream versus the Flippers, man. Have a great night. Much love. Love you all. Much appreciated for